All right, I'm going to quickly do this quick study here, and we're going to use this 5-minute chart for euro dollar, so you can see what we are seeing here and how we like to evaluate the market. If you notice where we've come from, let's go a little bit further back during the Asia session back here, and this is what I always call those big question mark days. You can see during the Asia market back, we had a high here of 34.06 or so, but even that was a little bit later. Here we go. This is the high yesterday, right during the Asia session, 34.37. Okay, and then during the Asia session, all the way through the London session and what have you, the market kept slipping, and eventually, we tested down here a low. Okay, here we go. Right, we came down to this low, which was 33.22. All right. So what happened after that? The market, took off all over again from 32.22. So think about it: 34, 37 to 33.22. That's 120 points or so. Do your math there. I'm not going to get into the, but it's about 120 points. And then what did the market do? Well, it decided that, we keep going on here, as it kind of did that through the London opening, and the market took this thing back up again during the New York session, in which we were in. And what was the high? Oh, 34.34. Yeah, so we came and tested a previous high from yesterday. So that's a double top. And what did the market do when it reached this level here? Well, it decided to go back the other way. And where is it going to? Well, right now it seems like it wants to get fairly close to this level, and that's what we were hoping it'll do, so that it creates now a double bottom. And that's why we were looking to buy it off of this level down here, which, let's see here. There it is. This is the level we were hoping the market would come back down to and create almost a double bottom here, or very close to it. And then we would see hopefully maybe another bounce, where at least it will work its way back to this L7 line up here, which is probably a good 33.96. So that would be a good 60 points away. So, just a nice trade that would give us at least 60, 70 points of potential, and then possibly even higher. And I think it'll go higher as, again, I'm looking at the overall conditions of the market sentiment, etc., and some of the news that's coming out. And it could change. As we know, we're just in very doubtful times right now, but I would look for this market to maybe consider seeking higher grounds. And if we go over here, and this is how we use now our bigger time frames to give us an idea of what the market may want to do. If we start looking 1 hour, this is a 150. Okay, here we go. I don't have the 1 hour up. I've got the 4 hour. If we look at the 4 hour chart on euro dollar, let's see if we can get this. Okay. You can see that back on April 15th, 14th, somewhere around that. Here it is, April 13th. We had a high of 33.91, and the market at that time came, which was probably, it was already coming down from, there we go, from the beginning of April when we reached this high, 35.81. So 35.81 slipped down all the way down to 23.83. So that's about a 600 point move from up here. And so now we look at that 600 point move, and what did the market do? Well, it started to climb back up again and try to get itself back to this level here, but it couldn't quite make it. So again, what we've got is a trend line that's coming through here. Now the thing was, when it did this move, was if it was going to continue, and retest this low, then we had a potential for a breakout out of this level and look for lower levels, but it didn't. What it did was it created a higher low. This is on our 4-hour chart. And from here we just saw that market bounced up again, and here it is. It went and tested this high. There it is. It's amazing. These things, you learn to do it on a short-term chart, and then you work it into bigger charts, and you can see how bigger, you can use the bigger time frames to give you ideas of, especially if you like to hold on to trades for longer term, how to do that. But it all comes from the short-term stuff. And so here we came back, tested this high. Finally, that held, threw it back down, but as you can see, not far enough, and it regained field, and then it attempted it again, and that's where we're at right now. This is, by the way, each one of these candles represent 4 hours of time. We came here, we tested a 34.37, and remember all the way back here, we had a 35.81. Here it is. 35.81. So this is where I think the market may want to work its way back up to, and until it shows me otherwise, what we're trying to do is every time the market gives us an opportunity to buy, ideally if we could get it even lower down here where it'll test this L1 line on the 4-hour, that would be a better entry. But we think maybe that the 33.22 area might be an area that, since we've already established a low here today, that could be the area where the market bounces back and then seeks higher grounds. So we are looking to hold on to some of our positions long term, but we're going to do it off of our short-term trades. And so immediately our next goal is to enter at around 33.20, 22, 25, somewhere in that area. Immediately cash out if we can get the bounce we want, and then hold on to some of the other positions and give it a chance for possibly higher grounds all the way up to 35.81, and then even higher than that. So that's how we're trading right now this market, and we'll continue to keep an eye out. We do understand that 33.22, if it doesn't hold, then we could see lower levels down here at 3,300 or so, and then again we'll seek to, if we've got the right support levels at that at that time, then we'll take another chance with that one, and again look for immediate cashing out of the market, putting points in the bank, and then holding always to some kind of position and giving it a chance to possibly seek higher grounds, which could be 200, 300 points up higher. And we love this kind of trade. So these were the kind of trades that did really well for us back last quarter of last year. And once we can get this market to start giving us a little bit of the consistency that it seems to be wanting to do right now, then we might find that all of a sudden we start getting the kind of results that we were accustomed to last quarter of last year, when we were getting 10-15% returns a week. So hopefully we'll get back to that. But again, we got to find some consistency in the market, and until then, what we try to do is come out of it hopefully with positive results every day, and sometimes 9 points, 10 points, 15. It's the best we manage, and kind of say to yourself, it's a fantastic day. I had a great day, until we can get more consistency out of this market. Anyways, probably post this little thing up in our advanced trades and longer term trade concept files. So some of you that eventually will have, as I set this this little library, you'll have access to that when you join the little group that we're kind of putting together. All right, guys, enjoy.